자유?
누구도 저와 제 사람들을 건들지 못하도록 제 말, 행동에 힘이 실리고
Wow, this is simply so powerful and inspiring. I have to say, this is one of the greatest drama I have ever watched. If you haven't watched this series yet, please go on Netflix and quickly watch it right now. You won't regret it. But if you have watched it, let's continue on. The first reason of why I like the series is how, in just the first episode, it's able to trigger a lot of emotions within me. The pacing of the first episode are just so fast that I didn't expect it at all. To be honest, right, I didn't even want to watch the series in the first place because of the series artwork. It's not exceptional, and the name is Itaewon Class, so I didn't know what that means. Also, the director did a great job in injecting emotions into me consistently throughout the series, whether it's happiness, laughter, surprise, or anger. On the other hand, if you compare the first episode of Crash Landing on You to the first episode of Itaewon Class, the difference is like heaven and earth. The first episode of Crash Landing on You is extremely boring to me. Some of my friends that have watched it also said it's boring. So if you have watched the first episode of these two series, you can see the clear difference between them. But if you haven't watched it, Crash Landing on You as a whole, it's a good series too. Next reason is there's this really interesting and exciting development of romance between the main character, Park Sero-hee. Oh, it's a great name to pronounce, isn't it? And the other two women that like him, Jo Iso and Sua. I really want to talk more about this, but I don't want to spoil this series too much, so I'll just leave this thought here. The following reason is it deals with some other real life issues as well, such as transgender and racism. So when you or your friend face this kind of problems, you can see on how you can deal with these issues and how you can help your friends. And lastly, it's just a beautiful and a very nice ending to a whole roller coaster of a drama. You know, right after I finished the drama, I felt like everything is perfect. I have everything under control. But of course, that's just a drama. So right after finishing the drama, I needed some willpower to bring myself back to reality. Now to the exciting part. It's what I have learned from the drama itself. But please be aware that there might be more spoilers in this part of the video, so if you haven't watched the drama, please go and watch it. It's really good, trust me. First lesson, it clearly shows that being in an emotional state is not a very good state to be in. For instance, on episode 1, Park Seo-hee got really triggered and beats up Chang Gun-won because he couldn't stand Chang Gun-won bullying his classmate. As a result, that cost his dad his job and he had to be expelled from the school. It is good that he stands up for the injustice that's happening around him, while everyone is scared of standing up for him. However, I think there's a better way on approaching a situation rather than fighting fire with fire. The most recent emotional moment for me is when I was chopping an onion, I accidentally cut into my fingers. As a result, I got really mad and pissed about it for some reason. So I went into my room straight away, throwing my things around, trying to find my plaster. Where is it? Where is it? However, after a few hours when I calmed down, I actually regretted my action because I had to clean up everything myself because no one's gonna do that for me, right? Now back to you. Did you regret anything that you did as a result of your emotional behavior? Next is sometimes to credit the wrong action that makes us successful. For instance, Changka boss, Chang Tae-hee, he credits that being an asshole is what makes him successful. However, that's not the case. He is successful because he has great recipes, good food, and everyone liked it. But he still insisted that being an asshole is what makes him successful. So in real life, I've seen some people crediting that they get a good score on their assignments because they leave it till the last minute and they perform best when they're in stress. However, don't you think that they could have gotten a higher mark if they have worked on it for longer periods of time? Do you see what I'm getting on here? Love is definitely not a transaction. What I mean by this is when you like or love someone, you don't expect that someone to give anything back to you. So, as an example, Park Se didn't expect anything back from Sua at all, even though he has liked Sua for around 10 and more years. And later on, Sua also expressed that she liked him. However, Park Se did not expect anything back from Sua, such as forcing her to quit her job to fight against Chang Tae-hee, the chairman, which ruined Park Se life. However, in real life, sometimes we have this emotional logic where when we like and give a lot to someone, we expect that they give something back in return, such as by helping us out in any way. As sometimes as a result of this selfishness, you might sacrifice the other person's goal or you might hurt the relationship. Lesson number 4 is you have to keep your well-being your main priority. So in the drama, Sua prefers to get manipulated and abused than to leave her job because of her young ambition of having cars and houses. These are really nice things to have, don't get me wrong. But because of this, she has to lower all her standards of not using power to abuse people, and she has to do all the dirty work that the chairman asked her to do, and she does not want to do that. You can clearly see that. Sua tried to convince herself that she will be happy once she achieves her dreams of having houses and cars. However, in the end, she said she feels empty on the inside. Why? Because she wasn't being her ideal self to achieve those things. So back to real life. Are you working for a boss that sacrifices your own well-being and they don't let you express yourself in the way you want to? Fifth lesson is have strong validation and self-belief. What I mean by self-validation is you internally validate yourself instead of letting other people outside noises to validate you. When Park Se became an ex-convict, he could have just given up his life completely and not do anything because he could have just gone to the easy road of blaming the whole world as not entirely on his side because he stick to his values. But he didn't let that destroy his life, and he didn't let others' opinion on him let his mood or anything down. Like even Sua did not believe him at all. You know how sad that is when even your loved one don't believe in what you do? To be honest, when I'm making this video, I'm also very scared of not being liked. As a result, that makes me takes a longer period of time to make just one simple video. Whereas probably for other people, they just take 1 or 2 days to make the same simple video. As you can see here, Park Se is different. He validates himself internally rather than externally, so he's able to filter out all those distracting voices. I respect that a lot. So in real life, we tend to seek for external validation than internal validation. It's probably because since small, our parents has taught us that like this guy is more successful, learn to be like him. So we kind of pick this up that we should be externally validated by other people. Action step. Let us challenge ourselves to internally validate ourselves than being externally validated. Shall we? Lastly, it's obvious, don't be like Chang Tae-hee. He worked so hard to earn money, keep his ego, and in the end, what does he have? In the end, what he has is a pile of cash for him to buy stuff, and everyone wish him to die. Even his own 2 sons wish him to die. I hope this won't be any of us. Sometimes we don't realize we are chasing the wrong things in life, or we are chasing something in an unhealthy way. In the end, we may regret everything we have done in our lifetime. But there's no way for us to change anything anymore because there's no more time. How do we prevent something like this from happening? I know this may be an extreme situation, but taking precaution is always a good thing to do, right? In my opinion, to prevent this from getting out of hand, we need to accept that we may be wrong at times and try to grow to be a better person. On top of that, we need to have strong self-awareness and self-honesty whenever something challenges our beliefs and our usual way of working. Instead of thinking I'm 100% right, my old method will always be right. For instance, Chang Tae-hee, throughout the series, he always thinks that his philosophy, his beliefs, basically, and his usual way of working is right. He doesn't want to grow. He doesn't want to learn. If you have watched till the end, thank you very much. I appreciate this greatly. And I hope you find this helpful. If you have any critiques on my points, just comment down below. Thank you.
나
자유?
누구도 저와 제 사람들을 건들지 못하도록 제 말, 행동에 힘이 실리고 어떠한 부당함도 누군가에게도 휘둘리지 않는 제 삶의 주체가 저인 게 당연한 소신의 대가가 없는 그런 삶을 살고 싶습니다.